Yo, what's up fam, it's Brandon Rico and I'm back again with another BandLab tutorial on BandLab Mobile, and today we're going to get into some basic mixing tips for beginners. In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate through your plugins, your basic effects, and your mixing tools, and start getting familiar with the names of the effects and plugins and what they do. So first things first, let's open up BandLab Mobile. I'm doing this on the iPad, but it doesn't really matter what mobile device you're doing this on. It all works the same way. You can do this on an Android, on an iPhone, or even your, I don't know, your Chromebook. It's going to work the same way. It's going to look all the same. And that's really kind of why I like mixing in BandLab lately, because it's pretty universal. It doesn't matter what device that I have. I can start a project here on the iPad and then go to another device somewhere else in the world, and through the cloud I can pull up my session, that same session I started on the iPad. Even if I don't have the iPad with me, I can pull up that same session and continue to mix or create. So that's pretty cool. Just to get something simple started, let's go ahead and start with the looper project. And let's go with a hip hop track. And let's go to, let's try trap soul. Let's pick a drum. A drum loop for this. I want to record that. I mean 8 bars of that, and then I'm done. Let's add another looper instrument. Let's try rhythmic. Let's go with this one. Alright, let's try that. Count in 1 bar real quick. Alright, so now that we got some tracks down and recorded, I think that everybody should be familiar with the basic mixing tips like volume and panning left and right, where you can take a sound and pan it to the left speaker or the right speaker. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? But what you might not know is that you can add individual effects to each and every one of these tracks. So if we go to our trap soul drums, and go to the effects tab, you can see all of these presets, and these are built-in presets by developers in BandLab. And if you would assume that this is a one-stop shop, this is just where all the effects end, you would be wrong. Of course, you can choose a preset that it already exists, and let's go ahead and solo that so you can hear what it's actually doing to the track. Let's go to the effects tab. I actually like that one. But you can actually go in and customize your own very own presets, your very own effects, and all your built-in plugins right here from BandLab. So you can hit the Explore tab, and then it'll give you a bunch of recommended plugins or effects that you can use for this instrument, or you can go ahead and browse on your own using this top scroll bar. So for drums, I usually go to the Dynamics tab, and this is where you'll find a lot of your compressors, your de-essers, and even some of your noise gates. So let's throw a quick compressor on here. And then I'll show it to you without the effect. And after adding a single effect on this instrument, you don't have to stop there. You can actually continue to add effects and layer them on top of this instrument. And once it starts to sound good to you and you start to dial in all of the parameters of your effects, you can save it as a preset. So you can press these three dots at the top, hit duplicate, and then you can name your preset. And after you've named your preset, it'll show up in your customized presets just like everything else did. You can always go back in and edit and customize your preset to best fit your mix, or just leave it like that so that you can call up that preset every time so that you don't have to tweak as much. This works really well to recall a certain sound profile that you've already developed over time, and you want to get that same hit, that same punch on your drums or any other instrument every time. This preset option really comes in handy. So from there you can move on to the next instrument. Let's unmute this. Actually, let's solo it. Let's go ahead and customize this one as a graphic EQ. I'm going to take the levels down. I like this reverb, so I'm going to bring the mix up a little bit more. Now let's see what it sounds like within our mix. Solo that. Let's go to the effects tab. Let's create a new one. I think I want to phase 45 this one. Give it a little bit of reverb. And put a slight filter on it. Moving on to the next instrument. Go to the effects. I'm going to put a slight distortion on this. Ooh. I want to put another distortion. So you can see that browsing through these built-in plugins and exploring each individual effect, being able to layer them and getting familiar with what each effect does, or even recall your presets so you don't have to keep dialing in those settings so you get them perfect. If you found something you like, you can save it so that you can pull it up on another instrument again. But the idea is to get the idea out and explore different textures and sounds, and as a beginner get familiar with the names of these effects and plugins so that you can know which plugins do what to get that end result. So let's make this a part 1 video. I just wanted to show you how to navigate around the user interface to find your effects and kind of layer them so that you can start playing around with different sounds that you like. If this video was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss anything that I post like this in the future. We do content like this all the time. And yeah, this has been some basic mixing tips in BandLab part 1. I'm Brandon Rico. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.